Today I'll be demonstrating to you the inventory control system software that we have. Firstly, let's log into the system. After logging into the system, we have to set up the software. This is done by going to the Setups tab. Under Utilities, we have to set up 3 items. Firstly, the location, the customer and supplier, as well as the category. So firstly, let's set up the location. The first location that we will set up will be level 1. So it's abbreviated by LVL1, and the remarks, we can put it as level 1. Under customer, we will set up 2 different customers, public as well as customer 1. For our supplier, we will just have 1 supplier. Under category, with me I have 3 different products category. Firstly, we will set up product number 1. So this is abbreviated under PRO. Next, we have a tablet. This is abbreviated by TBL. As well as printer, abbreviated by PRT. After setting up the location, product category, supplier and customers, we will now add in the products. This is done by going to the product tab, clicking new, and selecting the first product. So let's say this is the first product, and par level represents the minimum quantity that you would like to have at your warehouse. Select the location and add in the cost price. For this example, for product 1, the cost price will be $1, corporate selling price $2, and the public selling price $3. And we will update it. We will do the same for the tablet, adding in the minimum product quantity, cost price, selling price for corporate, and public selling price. Finally, we'll do the same as well for the printers. Okay. After adding in the 3 different products, you are able to print barcodes. So under Setup, Print Barcode Product. You can select the different product and you can print. But for the purpose of today's demonstration, we have already printed the barcodes for you on our product. So now let's simulate stock coming into our warehouse. This is done by pressing in, receiving number, and start to scan. So for example, we scan product 1, select the level, and the number of product 1 coming in. So you start by adding a product, you scan tape for the tablet, as well as our printers. Once you have done taking in the stock for the day, you can press Save, and you will generate at the bottom. Right now, we will demonstrate to you how it will be done when you are exporting stock. Firstly, you can come to the Out tab and scan the products. So let's say you want to take out 10 pieces of the product 1. You can select whether they are a public sale, a corporate sale, or a special sale. So under public sale, the selling price is already set at $3, which you have predetermined. A corporate sale at $2, or you can even quote a special price, and you can input the selling price as you wish. But let's take, for example, this is a public sale. So the customer you can select as a public, and you can add the product. So you sell 10 of product 1, and you sell 10 pieces of the tablet. As well as 10 pieces of the printers. Once you have done, you can press Save. You can also generate a sales receipt for this transaction. Right now, let me show you how to generate different reports. Firstly, the inventory movement report. You can select a date range to generate the report. As demonstrated earlier in this video, 100 of each products were received and 10 were being sold. And over time, you can see the different inventory movement in your warehouse. Next, you can even generate a report of a product inquiry to look at how many stock of each product has currently in your warehouse. You can even filter to just the products being received or the products being issued out from your warehouse. Lastly, discrepancy report. The discrepancy report will show you how your stock is like when you are taking a stock take. So you can use a PDA to transfer data of your existing inventory in your warehouse to do a stock take. And when you go to the discrepancy report, it will show you whether or not the product levels are as what it used to be in your database. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Do email us or call us at the following numbers if you have any